What's going on YouTube? It's hard to believe this Pixel 5 device has been out for just about 6 months now. By the time you watch this video, it might have been out even longer than that. But I have a few things that I want to mention. This has been my daily driver since it's come out. Now, just as a disclaimer, my primary line is the S21 Ultra right now. I do have a couple lines, and this is my work line that I do have my Pixel 5, so I am using this every single day, just not to respond to personal texts. But I want to let you know what it's been like using the Pixel 5 6 months later. How's that 765G processor holding up, especially when comparing it to the latest 888 processor? I also want to give you a quick rundown of actually what I miss from the Pixel, and I'm going to let you know which device I reach for on a daily basis, no matter which one rings, which is the phone I always go to. Let's get into it and talk to you a little bit more about the Pixel 5 6 months later. This is not going to be a full review by any sorts, guys. It's just going to be kind of like a recap. I'm going to let you know what it's been like because a lot of you are probably interested in picking this up. I'm going to let you know a couple things that I missed, but if you do want to see a full review, check my link down below or check this card that's going to pop up right about now. But the Pixel 5 is a beautiful, beautiful phone. It's one of the smaller phones that were released this year, especially in terms of a flagship device. Comparing it against the S21 Ultra, I mean, the S21 Ultra just dwarfs this phone in just about every single aspect. There's no denying that the Pixel 5 was a little bit on the smaller side, but it still gave you a 6-inch screen, and it is a 90Hz panel, so I think they did a nice job of slimming down all of the bezels and giving you a very manageable, very pocket-friendly device. Now, the Pixel 5 as well does have a 4000 milliamp hour battery, and in the beginning, this was an absolute champ, but how is it 6 months later? How's that 4000 milliamp hour battery? Well, I'm still really happy to tell you guys that the battery life on the Pixel 5 is definitely still up there. I do get about a day and a half, almost 2 days when I'm really not pushing it, so you can see the full charge lasts about a day and 21 hours. That's just about 2 hours. So the battery is still one of the best features on the Pixel 5 device, even about 6 months later. I don't know what kind of Google magic they put inside of this phone, but it's definitely working. So the battery life is still a champ. The battery life on the Pixel 5 is still something super, super amazing. And one thing that I still really like is the feel of this phone. Now, it does have that polycarbonate, I think, kind of covering, but it is an aluminum phone, but you do get this nice material on the top of it, and it does feel really nice, and the sage color is still one of my favorite colors out there. So well done to Google for giving us a super awesome color, in my opinion. It's a color that a lot of people notice, and a lot of people ask me, and a lot of people recognize this because of the color being a Pixel 5 device. So I really like the color, and I definitely like this fingerprint scanner on the back. That's one of the things that I do miss when I do go over to the S21 Ultra, is just how quick and just how accurate the rear-mounted fingerprint scanner is, especially when compared to an in-screen fingerprint. I think a rear-mounted optical fingerprint is definitely the way to go, and it can also be used to bring down the notification shade, which is definitely awesome. But here's the Pixel 5 once again, guys. Now the camera is something that I praised in the beginning. The camera is something that I still praise on a daily basis. When I want to take that ultimate shot, I rarely pick up another device. I really just pick up the Pixel 5 because you can't beat the camera. The camera is something that Google does really, really well, and for most people, I'm not really a pro mode kind of shooter, so some people might complain that there isn't a pro mode on the Pixel 5, but honestly guys, 99% of people out there are an auto type of shooter. You just pick up your phone, you take a shot, and you want it to look the way you see it, and the Pixel 5 is definitely one of those devices that's going to give you an accurate shot just about every single time. So I'm super happy with the camera still. I'm super happy with everything about this phone. And the phone that I go to number one is the Pixel phone, even over some of the other phones, even over the S21 Ultra. I still reach for my Pixel 5 mainly because the size is just so manageable, and also mainly because it is a very, very functional phone. It's one of those phones that just works each and every time, and it's one of those phones that I generally really like using. It's a phone that I've been very, very happy with. It's just a little thing that Google does, like the now playing on the lock screen. I really miss this on other phones. I really miss the fact that when I'm out and I hear a super cool song, I know that I have a history of all the songs that I've heard when I've been out and about. Now, of course, you can turn this off if you want to, but it's one of those features on the lock screen that I personally really enjoy. I also like the fact, now I'm deep in Google's ecosystem, so I really like the fact that the Google presence is everywhere on this device. After all, it is their own device. You have the Google Assistant everywhere that you can just call upon her to really get answers to all of your questions. Your Google feed is right there, and it's just a very pleasurable launcher in my opinion. Now, it's a no-frills kind of device. A lot of people like this, a lot of people will not, but I really like it because I'm in the camp that if it just works, I don't need to add anything else. Now, on some other devices, I do like switching out icon packs, so I really would like to see that implemented in some future form of Google's launcher. But as it is, guys, I think Google designed a really, really nice device, and it's something, once again, that I choose to pick up every single time when I'm just at home, when I just want to troll the web. When I just want to go on the gram and see exactly what's going on, I always pick up my Pixel 5, mainly because of the size, mainly because of how snappy everything is. Now, that 765G processor over time has really impressed me. Again, I don't really see any difference over the 888 processor on a daily basis. If you're just, like I said, trolling the web, opening up the gram, going on Facebook, just doing everyday tasks, maybe making a phone call here and there, the 765G processor has definitely been a beast. Now, if you're a gamer, if you're the Android type of gamer, you need the latest and greatest specs, you definitely want to go for something a little bit more than what the Pixel 5 can offer you. The 8GB of RAM is definitely enough, though, for everyday tasks. I've never noticed any stutter. Never have I ever said, I wish the Pixel 5 had a little bit more RAM. I wish the Pixel 5 had a few more hamsters underneath running this device. Again, the 765G has definitely been very pleasurable to me, and for most people, I think everybody's going to have a very pleasurable experience with the Pixel 5. Now, again, it's still about $700. Google really doesn't give any discounts when it comes to their devices, but you are able to find this at a discount if you don't mind searching online for some new-ish type of devices. You can check on Swappa. I'll leave a link down below because I've seen these go for some pretty amazing prices, but I still believe if you're looking for a super awesome phone, you still can't beat the Pixel 5. You do have the water resistance, you do have a very nice coating once again on the back, and it's something that other devices have glass on the back and you have to baby them a little bit, but the Pixel 5, if you choose not to put on a case, now I've had it in this fabric case for a while, I definitely like this fabric case, but if you're one of those people that don't really want to use your phone inside of a case and you just want to feel it the way the manufacturer intended you to feel it, the Pixel 5 is going to be one of those devices that if you just throw on a screen protector like I have on my Pixel 5, you don't really need a case. If I was in the market for something and I wanted to buy a new phone and I had a couple choices, which we always do when it comes to buying new devices, I still would choose the Pixel 5. It's one of those phones that you're going to get updates no matter what. You're going to be the first on the block to get all those updates. And it's a phone that just works. You get those nice pixel drops that actually improve this over time. The last pixel drop that we got actually made this feel a little bit more snappy than it was when it was first released. Google is definitely committed to improving the Pixel 5, and it really shows with those pixel drops. It's just a way to get some fun new features and even some enhancements as time goes by. That's something that some other manufacturers definitely don't do. So if you like updates, if you want those security patches, or if you're just like me and you want to be the first on the block to get updates, the Pixel 5 is your phone. That's really it when it comes to the Pixel 5. It's a snappy device. It's still a device I can recommend today. It's still a device that I still reach for on a daily basis, even given some other devices in my arsenal. So if you are looking for this phone, if you're thinking about picking it up, I do not think you should hesitate. It's still an awesome device, especially if you can find it somewhere and get a little bit of a discount. But that's basically it. If you have any questions about it, let me know down in the comments below. As always, I really appreciate you guys watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.